Hi, my name is Leslie. I am a servant of God. Now, I'm going to hit you up with some knowledge from the Nag Hammadi scriptures, Dead Sea Scrolls, or anyway, but 3 forms of first thought. Now, this is the beginning of the universe. Thought, forethought, afterthought, thought. We are energy. We're in these material bodies in this third dimensional reality that very dense dimension, and as you know, from the top, from thought, from the first form of thought, I am first thought that is in light. I am movement that is in the all. She in whom the all takes its stand, the firstborn among those who can be. She who exists before the all. She is called by 3 names, though she dwells alone, since she is complete. And, it goes on, but that's the beginning. And then it kind of like goes down from there. Thought creates, and then thought created, the universe. Thought created the angels. God is all, everywhere, everything, in everything. I mean, it says it right in here. I could read the whole thing, but, it can't be measured. Thought, the source, the creator, and then, like I said, it created angels and stars. Believe it or not, you're not going to believe it, because you're ignorant. You have no idea. But the planet Earth, is sentient. It's a life form. It has a soul. Her name is Gaia. She's a very sweet, beautiful, loving, unconditional, loving, being. And our sun is a sentient being. All the stars that you see in the sky are sentient beings. They're souls. That just happen to be planets. Try to wrap your brain around it. I don't even know why I'm telling you this stuff, because you can barely grasp the concept of unconditional love for each other, being in service for each other, loving each other. And we are part of thought. We are all part of the creation of thought created us. We are energy. When we pass away, our body falls away, our energy, it's actually been captured on camera. The energy, us, our consciousness, our who we are, leaves the body in a form of energy, and we exist as energy. And the great battle between good and evil is that evil has separated itself from thought, from source, from the creator, in which makes a huge hole in their soul, their being. They're lost inside. They're incomplete, because without source, without God, without that energy, that direct connection to to the Creator, there's a big piece of them missing. And what they're trying to do is fill it by capturing your soul, your energy, and imprisoning it, capturing it, imprisoning it, and making it theirs. And that's what the battle is. It's not about the death of the mortal body. It's the death, the second death of the soul, the spirit being captured and imprisoned and ruled over by evil. So that is the true battle right there. And the true battle is over our minds, our thought, what we know, and our relationship with our God, our Creator. With Jesus Christ, He came and told us the truth. So that's where people get disorientated, lost, whatever, because they're in their mortal bodies, and they think that is where all the power is, and it's not. Our power is in our spirit, our energy, our eternal selves. We are immortal people, energies that are born into these mortal bodies with amnesia, and then we try to wake up. The whole purpose is for us to wake up and then know who we are. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, and to be in service to each other and to know our higher selves. We are immortal. Once you remember, when you die, you're going to remember, the billions of years that you have existed, and it's going to be a shock to you. You're going to go, oh, I see, but those of us here on earth that have woken up, that know who we are, and know, the true battle of the whole thing, know our energy, know our pasts, trying to help other people, rise up and to know themselves. So it's a thing. I just thought I'd throw it out there so you can grasp the reality of we go on into higher dimensions, which is a lighter form of us. The third dimension is the densest and, mortal. The fourth dimension's a little bit lighter. The fifth dimension's lighter. Where the body is empowered more with energy and memory of who we are. You live longer. You have more power. You have access to knowledge. And then the sixth and seventh dimension, it just goes on and on and on. For 12 dimensions and 13, 12 for sure. The 13th is, the Holy Grail, I guess, to be into the 13th. And then above that, it just gets crazy. It's crazy. So, just knowing that is half the battle. And then reading what Jesus told us, how to live the way, the truth, and the life, and to be in service to each other, to love each other, to forgive yourself, to love others as you love yourself, to do to others as you'd have done to yourself, be loving and kind and generous and charitable, lifting each other up, helping each other up, And then, of course, learning this knowledge, learn what it is. And not by, some one person. Pick the books up yourself and read it. Read it for yourself. And that's all I can say. Because there's people out there, you name it, and there's somebody out there saying, this is what's happening, this is what's happening, no, this is what's happening, and there's a lot happening, disclosures coming about the off-world alien beings and the people that live under the earth, that are thousands of years more advanced than we are, that live under the earth. There's several civilizations under the earth. It's crazy that you'll see when they start popping out. We're starting to find doorways into these civilizations, and our governments know about these people. About the people at the Antarctic, the people beneath Peru, the people that, under the United States, under Los Angeles, in the western deserts of the United States, there's civilizations that live underground, under mountains, and it's crazy, and they're way more, thousands and thousands and thousands of years more advanced than we are, and they're going to reveal themselves eventually. And then those that come from other worlds, all that stuff's going to come out. And also, the false narrative of our government with their UFOs, coming and trying to convince us that that they're evil. Believe it or not, the world government, they don't want us to know about the good people, the good aliens, the good off-world people, the good Ebens, the good people that live under the earth, the good, kind, unconditionally loving, kind people that live under the earth. And then there's evil that lives under the earth, that wants to enslave us. So it's a huge battle, and it's a battle of knowledge. So, I don't know. I'm just giving you a heads up. You need to know, Anyway, I just say, I just encourage you to receive Jesus Christ into your heart. Ask Him to come into your heart. Ask Him to show you the way, the truth, and the life. Ask Him to prepare the way before you. And read it for yourself. Read the New Testament. Read Matthew in the New Testament. Read Romans in the New Testament. Very good books. Just Matthew chapter 24 is all about the second coming of Jesus Christ. Romans is like down to earth, kind of. I like him because he's a lot like me. I can understand what he's saying. So I just encourage you to do this, as we go into these crazy times, where you're going to be courted by artificial intelligence and pleasures and all that stuff to draw you in so that they can take your soul, so they can capture your spirit and imprison your spirit and separate you from God, from source, from thought, from the creation, the creator. And that's their goal, is to do that. So I encourage you to, read the New Testament, read the Bible, get to know Jesus Christ. He's just the greatest guy ever. And that's all I can do. So all I can do is lead you to living waters, and it's up to you to drink. All right. Well, peace and grace be with you. God be with you always.